Everybody, welcome to Go Primal Online. Today we're going to talk about IWTs. That is interval weight training. Okay, what that basically is you're combining a resistance or weightlifting movement with a pure interval movement. All right, this is what we call a power endurance type of program. The way it's set up is you have a phase 1, a phase 2, and a phase 3. Phase 1 is typically you use a more power-oriented movement. You could really mix and match this however you wanted to. What we're using here is double dumbbell snatch, but you could do, touch and go barbell power snatches, touch and go barbell clean and jerks. You could do, American kettlebell swings. Anything that requires a lot of power is a good movement for phase 1. So I'll go over what the double dumbbell snatch is in 1 minute. Phase 2, similar, you got the resistance training movement and the hard interval, but the resistance training movement in phase 2 is usually more strength-based, more grinding, more slow in nature. In this case, we're going to be using a box step up, but you could use a deadlift, you could use a back squat, a front squat, something like that. And then phase 3 is the accessory phase where you sort of hit what you missed. It could be really anything, but usually unrelated to phase 1 and 2. So if you did a lot of squatting and bending in phase 1 and 2, maybe you do some upper body or something like that in phase 3. But I'll go through what we have here today and realize that these are very much interchangeable. So for phase 1 today, you're going to go 12 double dumbbell snatches. We're going to do this ideally with 250s and 235s, but this is a pretty challenging movement, so do whatever dumbbells you can, but those are the weights we're shooting for. Here's what that movement looks like. So with my double 50s, which are actually double 5s, I'm going to go kind of wide because I need some space. You have to touch the front head of the dumbbell to the floor, make sure your back is flat, and then we're overhead in one motion. 1, 2, 3, and so on for 12 reps. And then you're going to immediately go on to your 1 minute interval. Rower, ski erg, air runner, assault bike, echo bike. You can even go on a run that you think takes you roughly a minute to do. And then you come in and you rest exactly 2 minutes. You do that 3 times. Now what I like to do in the gym here, and what you should do for yourself, is set a standard for yourself for that 1 minute interval. So if you know that you have to push hard to get 18 calories in a minute on the assault bike, make that your goal for that 1 minute. But we have to go a minute regardless and try to be consistent over the 3 rounds. When you finish all 3 rounds of phase 1, you're going to move on to phase 2. Make sure you rest fully, get your heart rate down below 100 before you start phase 2. We've chosen here 12 kettlebell front rack box step ups. So you've got your 2 kettlebells here. Here's the main thing I want to mention on that. Clean this up, handles together. What I don't want to see when you step up in your box is I don't want to see you put your second foot on the box before your front leg straightens. So we got to get this guy straight. So I'm here, drive it up, then step on the box. And switch feet, touch, step on the box, so full extension. All right, you have 12, which is 6 on each leg. Then you're immediately going to go into another 1 minute interval. Now, depending on your equipment availability, if you only have one machine, use the same machine again. If you have multiple machines, if you rode here, use the bike here. If you skied here, use the rower here. Mix it up in phase 2. 2 minute break, 3 sets of that. And then you're going to move into phase 3. For this particular IWT, we chose dumbbell floor press. Here's how I like to get into the floor press. Pick a weight you can't do 50 reps in a row with. Usually double 50, double 35 tends to be good. Put the dumbbells on your legs. As you go back, take them with you. Elbows at 90, on the ground, 1. Touch, extend, touch, extend, touch, extend. I'm going to do as many reps as I can. When I fail, I'm going to come up and go do 5 pull-ups. It could really be anything. It could be 20 split jumps. It could be 2 rope climbs. It could be 3 muscle-ups. Anything that's going to be complementary to what the floor press is, something that's maybe not pushing oriented. We have here 5 strict pull-ups. Just make sure you go from dead hang, chin above the bar, to dead hang every rep. And then you go right back to the dumbbell floor press and pick up where you left off until you get to 100 reps. When you get to 100 reps, you're done. That's a pretty total, complete IWT workout. One of my favorites. You can chug and plug. Have a good time with that one.